Hello, thank you for joining me for today's Facebook Live. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. Apologies if you were on like 20 minutes ago because I suddenly had technical issues and had to abort. So I've gone and recut and reset everything and we're ready to try again, and hopefully it's all going to run smoothly this time. Today I'm going to show you my September case challenge. So this is where I show you a card design and invite you to case the card and share your creations with me. I'm not going to show you the card that we're making. I'll have a reveal at the end where I've got a few others in the same design. So let's have a look at the products that I'm using and then we'll get on to the cards. I'm using the Reindeer Fun Bundle, Stamps and Dies, and the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. So this has got all these cute reindeers on it, and the reverse side has just fun patterns, so holly and lights and really good stuff for Christmas. The dies will coordinate with that reindeer and this one with the two little ones. The other reindeer need to be fussy cut, but it's well worth the fussy cutting. And if you thought that there was one piece short there, yes there was. It's because I'm using that for my card and I may have just finished both pieces of that design, but you'll see it once we start. Okay, so got my card base, standard card base, and we're folding it in half. You can score it if you want to, but I'm not going to score it. I'm just going to fold and then folding it back on itself towards that fold. Okay, so oops, trying and get it just lined up, but standard Z fold. Now this card is going to use a fair bit of DSP, so for me that's a great thing, gets you into the DSP stash, and you can just use it up. So this is what I was saying is my last piece of DSP in that pack. And why does it look like I've done something wrong here and it doesn't line up? I don't know whether it's that important, but I like the DSP to line up and it's not. So that doesn't go there. I try to cut it and keep it in order. I don't know if it's that big a deal, but I just like everything to run where it's supposed to run. Now for this card I'm going to use the reverse side of this DSP for one of my pieces. If you don't want to, you don't need to, you can use any type of DSP, well, any pack of DSP you like. I suppose that if you wanted to, you could use all four the same, but I like the different one on the edge. If you're using 6x6 DSP, then this is going to use up a full sheet of DSP, and you're going to need an extra strip for that one. Now, if it looks like I'm doing things in a weird order, I just stick that one first because then I know that I've got the one that's going the other way around and I can keep my order running for the others. Okay, so we're just sticking those onto here, and sorry, I try and avoid these repetitious things where you've got to watch me stick a million times, but because I had to fold the card before I could stick my DSP pieces, you just need to deal with some sticking. It's just these pieces and then the sticking is mostly over. Okay. There we go. So I've got my 4 pieces of DSP. Like I said, those 3 will be one 6x6 piece, and then you've got the extra bit when you fold it over. Now I'm using the Reindeer Days dies, and you've got these 3 dies where you can, for lack of a better word, build a reindeer. So when I've cut them, I've used that one in early espresso, this one in basic beige, and that one in pecan pie. So have fun, play with the colors, see what you like. Now, just to tell you that when I saw these reindeer in the catalogue, I wasn't entirely sure about them. I thought they looked a bit odd. But once I actually have them in my hand and I've made them up, they are very cute. My only thing that I have with them, and I don't know whether anybody else has found the same thing, you just have to be careful where you position them. So it is just a head, so you want it looking like it's peeping up out of somewhere, not looking like it's hanging on a wall, because I don't like deer heads hanging on walls. So just watch that one, and there we go. We now have our cute little reindeer all assembled. Now I have another little card. All the measurements are in the description. Okay, so there's my card. I've embossed the greeting, and that is from the Elegant Trees stamp set. And we're going to just stick this reindeer onto the card with he fits nicely at the bottom, and we can twist him slightly so that his antlers aren't getting too close to obscuring the greeting. Now I am doing a Reindeer Day stamp camp. That's with the Creativity Abounds tutorial group, so stick around till the end and I'll give you a sneak peek of what cards I'm using in that stamp camp. So when I've cut my florally bits, for it to cut the card, this piece doesn't quite, it's a little bit smaller than the dies, so that's okay. I have cut it that it is over the edge and not quite cutting the circle. And yes, I have already stuck my dimensionals on the back just to save us time, and I think I'd started peeling them when things went pear-shaped the last time around. So let's just peel off those dimensionals. And this piece is actually the same size as my card base. It's 7.5 by 7.5 centimeters, so it would be 3 by 3 inches. But depending on what you're doing, as you'll see in the other cards, you don't have to have this piece over. And it looks like I've stuck, there we go. I think I've got all the bits out. Alright, so we're just going to stick, no, I don't want it that way. I want it that the leaves are at the bottom. Okay, so we're just sticking that so that it's sitting on our card. Looks like that's slightly over, but that'll be alright. And then I have a piece to go inside it, and just a teeny tiny little piece. I'm using that same piece of Designer Series paper there that I'm going to stick on the bottom. There we go. And we're going to stick this inside the card. So that's where we're going to be writing our note. Not a lot of space to write, but hey, it's enough for a sweet greeting. And then we're going to stick this on here. Now just be careful, you don't want glue on that side, so you're going to pop your glue on this end and then stick it against the side. Okay, so roughly in the middle, but it doesn't need to be 100%. Just give it time for that glue to hold. And that's our card. So it's going to open up like that. When you close it, you're just going to clip it behind, and your little card flaps open. Let me show you different designs that I've made with that. So this works really well with those, the designer series paper that's got the scenes on it. Okay, although as you can see, it doesn't have to be a scene. It's going to work with whichever one you want. This one is with the Elegant Trees, so, and that's with the, oh, the dimensional backing, the I think it's called Season of Elegance DSP. So this is another one. That's the second stamp camp that I'm doing. So like I said, it's the links for those stamp camps are in there, and I'll show you the cards. I'll give you sneak peeks, and then this is just another one. So you can see, get using that designer series paper, and you can do absolutely anything with these cards, any occasion, any paper. Just have fun, because I think that they come out beautifully. Now, as I said, I'll give you sneak peeks. So for the Reindeer Days, that stamp camp is on the 19th and 20th of October, and this is my card that's in the tutorial. So sign up and you'll get all the card stock to make all those cards, and so to make the 13 cards in the tutorial bundle. And then the actual event is additional cards. We do bonus cards, so you're going to get 26 cards out of it, and this is going to be my bonus card. So it folds flat like that, but then trying to get a good angle because it doesn't help. So it's going to stand like that where it's on display, and you have a bit on the back to write your note. And then our Season of Elegance, that's where I'm working with Julia Quinn and Sharon Dalton. So there we each make 3 cards, 1 fun fold and 2 standard cards. And these are my cards. So my standard cards is that one and that one. And then my fun fold, and again, let's see if we can get it at a good angle, because it does stand, but it stands like that. And then you've got your tree on the front and place to write on the back. Right, so details for those stamp camps are on my blog. Challenge for this month, I'll get the tutorial written up and photos of these, so that'll probably go onto my blog tomorrow. So please make the cards, and I'll put a post up with these cards where you can share your cards too. Have a great week, and I will see you again next week. Until then, bye.